Washington the Assembly Center. Let's take a look at our AC Delco starting lineup. We begin with the guard Clarence Swearingen, the excellent defensive specialist, averaging better than 11 points a game. Ronald Taylor earns the start, 5 points a game for us. Doug Ross, the shot blocker, had 6 in the first meeting between these two. Mark Ripley can fill it up from the outside. And Dyron Nix, Tennessee's leading scorer, 22 points a game. John DeVoe, 11 seasons in Knoxville, can win his 200th game for Tennessee with a victory today. For LSU, Chris Jackson, the freshman phenom and LSU's leading scorer. Lyle Moulton, steady, growing stronger, just a sophomore. Bernal Singleton, 18 points in game number 1. Wayne Sims, we talked to him in our pregame show, rugged inside. And Ricky Blanton, he's played the post position, the power forward, and now the small forward. And for Dale Brown, in his 17th season here, he has beaten Tennessee in 5 of the last 6 meetings between the two schools. That's our AC Delco starting lineup. AC Delco, automotive parts that don't just fit, they match. Top is next. The students love it. They'll be loud here today in Baton Rouge.
Critical acclaim for our performance.
The Ford Probe is one of the finest front-wheel drive performance cars in the world.
The GT suspension characteristics. First line here.
And install with best There's still celebrating Mardi Gras in Baton Rouge as the students rain down with newspapers. Third place Tennessee, just a game behind the league's top team in the Tigers of LSU. The gentlemen to work this afternoon's matchup. David Jones on your left, Andre Patillo in the middle, and his veteran official, Sonny Holmes, on the right. They aren't the only folks watching today. He's making a game a week. Here's the Dodgers' Tommy Lasorda. There's Thomas.
We're getting bombarded. They're throwing paper all over the place. This place is ready to explode.
He's quite a college basketball fan, isn't he? Manager of the world champion LA Dodgers.
Look, they're killing us. They're throwing paper all over the joint.
This morning's Morning Advocate, which heralded this game, is being one which would affect no fewer than half the 10 teams in the SEC. Tennessee may lead the series, Jordy, but LSU has won every matchup here in Baton Rouge since 1983. That's 5 straight.
A lot of close games. The first game was 4 points. LSU came back. Jackson only 2 the first half, as you mentioned. Came back with 24. There he is. Jackson with his mentor, Dale Brown.
Dale Brown said that I almost regret that I called him the greatest player that I had ever coached because I put so much pressure on him that he's going to have to live up to.
Well, the kid's very level-headed. He's answered every wish. A great player.
John DeVoe only released that starting 5 to us if we promised not to give it to anyone else. He was quite secretive.
There it is. Great matchup. You see Nick, he'll be guarded by Blanton when they go man-to-man. 2 great players who have been through the wars. The leaders of both teams. There's John DeVoe done a great job. Went was 5-0 at one point and lost 4 straight. Changed the lineup. Now he's back on an uptick on a roll.
His 11th year in Knoxville, his 18th as a college head coach. The crowd in the Assembly Center has just been warned that they may be assessed a technical foul if they continue with their demonstration of enthusiasm.
Now, he did it differently than Billy Tubbs from Oklahoma. Billy said, no matter how bad the officiating is, don't throw. Dale did a little bit more study that time, and don't throw something.
He is 14-8 against John DeVoe and Tennessee. This for first place in the Southeastern Conference. Just 3 weeks of SEC basketball remains prior to our tournament in Knoxville. We're glad you're with us, and the opening tap belongs to LSU. It is Jackson to Blanton outside the line for three.
That's what you call recognition. Getting it down the floor quickly. Both teams like to run. Blanton sticks it.
Both teams will play a man-on-man today. Swearingen over Jackson connects the 2. This is Blanton with penetration, trying to pass it across the lane. Ross deflected it. Swears in control. To the hole. And a whistle. Moves home from the left side. With the foul, this game's first.
Great matchup. Nick guarding Blanton. Squares in with the steal. Watch him go solo. Split the seam. Throw it up. Draw the foul. He's off on a roll. They set him down when we did the Auburn game last weekend. And he earned the spot back. Woke him up. Now he's playing like he's capable of playing.
The senior struggles at the free throw line. As you see there, only 46 of 86.
He hurt you. He answered.
He has all three for the Vols to tie it.
He'll be the all-time trivia man for Tennessee. He was the first player to score a hoop in the Thompson Bowling Arena. Off the tip, the dunk.
He's been in double figures, 4 of Tennessee's 5 most recent games. And he's well on his way this afternoon, already with 4.
Lucky to see 3% shooting the bench. Nice rotation.
Good call. Looks to be putting on a little bit of weight, larger than I remember it.
The trading table's good here.
Sims bouncing low post for Singleton, and Griffin with the fine overplay, the defensive effort. Tennessee working on denying the post pass last night in practice.
A very active player, was a baseball player, academic All-SEC, and the three-point shooter on this team. Plays a little bit.
He's going action from 20, right on the arc. That's a two-pointer. Chris's first bucket, he averages 27 a game to pace the Bayou Bengals.
He didn't wait 19 minutes to get his first deuce this time, right off the bat.
Ross, 22 feet away from the hole to Griffin. He can shoot out there. Elect the pass to Taylor, who forced it. It won't fall, and the rebound is to Sims. Bad shot. Great force. Jackson feeding Singleton. Griffin there, contact. Singleton will shoot a pair. Nice pass to set up the insurance free throw.
You see what LSU wants to do. They want to run down the floor. They fill the lane. Singleton gets down. Good pass. Stops on a dime. Good call. He'll be at the line.
Both sides with the foul now. On to those Vols and Griffin hit with their first. And here is Vernell Singleton. Just a freshman. He's played outstanding basketball for LSU.
They're the guys that Dale Brown really wasn't counting on before the season started. His emergence has lifted this team to a different level.
He made them both. LSU by 3.
Both teams very similar in style. They have the star player, Nick and Jackson. Lots of role players. They like to spread the floor and up-tempo it.
Looking for Nick. He's yet to touch the basketball at the top of your screen. Off with it. Flatten all over Darren Nick. Swearingen backing in on Jackson. Throws it up. It will not go in. Singleton clears. He's only 6'6", but he got off the floor that time.
What legs, what legs.
Good Jackson. Great pass to Sims. They love it. They love it. Jackson second on the LSU roster in assists. Picked up a brilliant one there.
I talked about his shooting, but boy, can he find the open man. Tipped it in there.
Most call.
Watch
Like
this.
without a play.
Is this what they call threading the needle? Look one way, bam, right to him. Sims ought to say, thank you, Chris Jackson.
The perfect pass by Jackson. Travis Henry off the ball bench. Swearingen will sit down. Henry has been a starter this year, number 25. This is Ross, 12. Off the iron, gets his own missed shot, which he does so well, and fills it up.
Use the glass. Up wrong. Big man in the middle, going up strong.
Averages 10 a game. He has his first 2. Jackson, no, and it comes long to Sims, right back to Jackson. Dishing off, move on inside the arc.
Every superstar does about 3 things. He wants the ball late in the game, he creates, and he distributes. Jackson just did it, Luton answered.
And Darren Nix is yet to touch it. The offensive end, now he does against Blanton, going up there, offensive foul. Ricky Blanton playing well defensively for LSU early.
As a freshman, you get win against people like Clovis Ellison. Inside, he plays behind Nick, gets a little help. Good acting job, good call, go the other way. Watch it again. As a freshman playing against big centers, Kenny Walker, that time he drew the foul on Darren.
Jackson double clutch. It came up short, got his own missed shot, adjusted over Ross, and finds him there.
You can't coach it, you can't teach it. It's just called quick release. It's jumping ability. What a player.
The Mississippi freshman was 4 of LSU's 13. Henry against Jackson. Threw it away, looking for Nick. But Tennessee is intent on getting Darren the ball.
Actually, he really, I believe, was trying to find Ross because Ross made it come to double team Nick down low. Don DeVoe says, let's go. We got to keep it close on the road early.
Jackson against Henry. And Travis commits Tennessee's third foul, and this game is not 4 minutes old. There's a difference there. Henry cannot possibly keep up with Jackson. Has to put him away from the middle toward the sideline to get the help. Yeah, but Henry is a solid defensive player. He's second on the ball roster in steals. Not a bad guy to put on Jackson for a minute or two. Roll call. It hit the top of the backboard, and it will go to Tennessee. Big possession early. Tennessee trailing by 7. We want to work it down low. Got to give Nick some foul. In the half-court game, Taylor to Henry with the half pass. Out front. This is Ron Taylor connecting from 3. He earns the rare start. Carries his first shot. The 6'3 junior from Moulton, Alabama, to pull Tennessee within 4. Shooting 53 in junior college. You know he can keep the ball. 3-point shooting. Sims spinning, shooting, missing. No call. Runs it down. Kept alive by Singleton. Clanton again. Clanton's second 3-point field goal. The Vols are hot. Or rather, the Tigers are hot. Richie Clanton, the heart and soul, the leader. Mr. Inspiration. Griffin in the corner, out to Henry Ross. Way outside. Good pass before they came. They're trying to ISO right there. That pass. Again, hunting Nick. And it ends up with the cheerleaders. Out of play. Timeout on the court. 15:41 showing. LSU playing at home. Leads visiting Tennessee by 7.
You may not see me in the sports pages, but I play for a lot of teams.
This half of SEC basketball is brought to you in part by the owners of Days Inn, hotels and suites in the Southeastern Conference. Boy, is LSU shooting the ball well early.
Both shooting well. LSU getting more shots means they're leading the battle of the boards.
Here is Sims, LSU. In and out. Touched the rope and came out. Usually automatic. Soft touch. A rare miss for LSU. Rock. Henry
has 3 turnovers. LSU only 1. They've got to protect it better and get some good shots at the basket.
Griffin out front to Nick. Ooh, Ross wide open. They got to get it to him. They pulled Nick out high and Ross down low now. Nick has come outside. Ross forced it. Short. Over the back is Carl Sims.
Well, how many times do you see the bad shot followed by another mistake? Ross, as you mentioned, will force it. Now he commits. Cardinals in over the back. Good block out position by Sims with the wide body. Tough to get around him.
The 4th team foul on Tennessee. The first on the big man in Doug Ross at 6'11". And Mr. Sims who drew the foul to Blanton. He's nailed 2 3-pointers. And he'll try for a third. No. And the foul is on this time. LSU.
Luton over the back. Good blocking out by both teams. Good position. LSU spreads the floor well. Good floor spacing the shot. Watch the inside position. Taylor over the back. Luton. Good call.
Griffin out of motion. Will not shoot. Henry now to Ross.
Nice to the officials. I can't believe it.
Ron Taylor to Henry, guarded by Jackson. There's Griffin, 25 feet away.
High post off an excellent pass.
Nick used the elbow with the left side too to get free. Has his first 2 there.
With that high-low offense, you take away weak side help. Nick locks his man on his hip. Got the good pass for the 2.
Takes him 5.5 minutes. Oh, Jackson! And there's that is foul. Count it.
Oh, my, oh, my. Oh, that's what you call a triple pump. He got past his man. Watch Rob come up and challenge. 1, 2, 3, let it go. Nextville. Unbelievable.
Henry. Coming in for the second.
Oh,
Henry's all over it.
Do we need to say anything? Watch this. Oh, man. A little emotion. A hand play. Henry, what else can you do? That's right, Coach.
Jackson misses the free throw. Rebound to Griffin. Swearingen replacing Henry, who came in to guard Jackson and promptly picked up a pair of fouls.
What can the kid do?
They're platooning on Jackson. Taylor in and out. Blanton Takes it off the glass for LSU. Jackson across the timeline. Picked up by Swearingen, drives right around it. Run down by Clarence.
Also, no go. Let's stick it in the hole.
Behind the back, and Jackson off the move breaks in. Clarence went behind his back, and Chris was frustrated.
Earlier on in the season, LSU was worried about his mentality after making a mistake. When he get down, Clarence swears a nice dribbling, sticks his hand in, good call, but he takes it off and goes back to play.
The third on LSU, the first on Jackson. A 7-point game is Nick. Takes it down low and shoots over Blanton. Too strong. The tap up misses. Griffin now Nick for the layup.
Griffin gets to the line. Taylor was right there, so good movement on the board. That's the strength of Tennessee. LSU did not block it.
Trailing or leading by 5, rather. Jackson draws contact on the floor. And this will be as Swearingen picks up the foul, the 6th on Tennessee, and they pick up 6 to limit in less than 6 minutes.
Obviously, they're trying to wear Jackson down. Put a lot of people on him, shift back and forth. No depth for LSU.
Sims can't get it to fall. Nick with a rare rebound.
Outside shot, no one going to the board. Tennessee has 4 inside positions. Easy rebound.
This is Tyrone from 22. Short. He runs it down. Bump, no whistle. Farrar, who needed 6 feet 11 inches to grab it. He is blocked from behind by Sims. Number 2. Blanton with 8.
You must stop the ball before you penetrate. Defense didn't. They shifted to the wing. Blanton took it straight to the hoop.
A 7-point spread. LSU has led in the early going. Blanton open with scoring with the 3-pointer. Swearingen. Steve Taylor, who moves in and from 12. It rings out on him. Boy, Harper in and out.
Went down, around, and popped out. Tough luck.
Singleton with another rebound. Blanton baseline left side. Next on him. Out front, Mouton. LSU has yet to substitute.
Body by Nautilus. Look at the arms. Look at the cannons on that kid. Power dunk.
The sophomore from Dorado, Louisiana, propelling LSU to this 9-point advantage, their largest. Taylor lost it. Double dribble, trying to keep it in play. Timeout on the court. They're standing in the death zone. 22-13, LSU.
Give me a hot dunk.
And
Now the inside play has been ferocious. Look at Sims on Tennessee's block.
Just like the stand-up. Get it out of there. Inside. Sims playing a little defense, and now he can do a little offensively. No weak side help. Ross wait for the gamble. Bam. Power dunk. Wayne Sims style.
That's the second time Tennessee's been turned off the overplay. And the shooting statistics there, Tennessee struggling.
You don't shoot the ball well, you turn it over. Who's going to win that?
Ricky Blanton, a 6'7" senior from Miami, already in double figures. That's his 10th point, 10 of the 24, scored by LSU.
Boston Celtics scouting group is here today for the 8th time watching Mr. Blanton.
Guy that's played the center position, the power forward position, and now the small forward position. That's being Lockhart into the game. Oh, Jackson, poetry.
Where's the floor balance? Nobody back. Inexcusable, and Jackson made him pay the price.
8 for Chris Jackson. Tennessee unable to keep up in the transition game.
Bell's in the lineup, outside shooter. Big possession for Tennessee.
Swearingen. Offensive foul. Let's see if they count the bucket as he scores. Yes, they will.
Good play by Swearingen. You're not shooting the ball well. Take the ball to the basket. Just like Don DeVoe said, you're not shooting well from outside. Go to the hoop. He released it before the contact. Therefore, the bucket.
March 93, Swearingen. Belgium. Having committed his second foul, Swearingen has the pair, Henry has the pair, Nick Griffin and Ross with one each.
Well, with 11 minutes to go in the first half, shooting the ball well, they're hitting the glass, they're getting breakaways. Tennessee's got to hang in close and try and make their run.
Blanton hit the front end for his 11th point. He scored in double figures in 25 consecutive games. In a streak which stretches all the way back to March 11th of a year ago. He had 30 against Vanderbilt. A 13-point Tiger lead against a team that's dominated in this arena for 5 years. Clark, through contest. So Dondapo well into his bench with Ricky Clark stepping to the line.
Clark recruited as a off guard, now playing small forward, so you know he can put the ball on the floor, a little overplay, a little spin dribble. Tries to pick up a pick by Squares and won't go, draws the contact, shooting to the line for two.
Singleton with his first, the fourth on LSU. As Clark, only a 38% free throw shooter, drills it. 10 of 25 on the year.
Amazing. Both teams have kind of flipped it. LSU used to never shoot free throws. Now they lead the league, and Tennessee is in last place. So a reversal from years past.
Sims with another board. A 12-point spread. Clark loves that spot on the floor. Comes out to the point. Mouton to Sims. Lockhart defending. Mouton. Good at the gun and goes.
Oh, no, it's not the NBA. Sorry.
They said the foul was on the floor.
I wish they had that. I mean, that's just a great individual. Watch him split the seam. Count it, man. Count it. Good if it goes. It should have been a deuce.
He was off his feet when the contact occurred.
Should have been a deuce.
Lockhart with his first. And Lyle Mouton to face the front end.
If that were you or me, we would have probably got the technical. Put our name in the scoring book.
Nick controls off the miss by Mouton.
Tennessee making free throws. LSU not. Uncharacteristic.
Two Lockhart posted. That's short.
They couldn't find it.
Bell comes out of the pack, the lower guard. Over Mouton, now Lockhart off the glass and in. Lockhart,
That field day against LSU always plays well.
Mohamed battling the flu. He's been ill this past week.
He scored 60 in one game at UCLA. The Bahamas.
Well, Jackson's going. He may get 60 here. He has 10 already. 10 of the 30 posted by LSU. He has a steal. And in the open court, again to the slam. Well, this time the finger roll. Timeout. Tennessee.
Chris Jackson, a little offense, a little defense, and a little more offense. Quick hands, quick feet. They love him in Tiger Town.
On the offensive end and the defensive end, too.
Pick and play. Solo.
Speed to the hole. 32-18. LSU threatening to double Tennessee. With Jordy Holbert, Paul Kennedy, in the Maravich Assembly Center in Baton Rouge, where LSU enjoys its largest lead of the afternoon at 14. Tennessee coming off its first time out.
Lots of time left. You've got to be patient. Get a good one.
Lockhart posted again. He scored 19 in the first meeting between these two. He has 4 off the bench today.
He's different from us because he's a quick leaper. He's got some size. Work it to him.
A quick pass. Singleton right back to Jackson. Out front moves home. Underneath to Sims and off the overplay. Lockhart deflected it.
You see the pass from Jackson. You better have eyes in the back of your head or he'll drill you.
Jackson to key the inbound. Off the bounce to Ricky Blanton. Sims out front. Backing Singleton. Short. Good defense by Tennessee. And Ricky Clark
Didn't go for the fake. Just held his brain. Good play. There he's open.
blocked by Sims with Clark challenged him. The third block for Sims. Jackson another pass. Blanton blind to the bucket. Throws it up. It won't go. Mouton. Peters falls off. The tap won't go by Mouton. Ping pong. Singleton starts contest. A pair of 24s, and Tennessee's Clark along with Singleton. Take another look at the block here by Wayne Sims.
They keep challenging him. He keeps answering. All Spalding, all ball. On the other end of the floor, LSU getting 4 and 5 attempts. Lots of hustle. Quick jumpers. And that's all before they can explode off the ground.
Here is Singleton. 2 for 2 earlier at the strike, but missing the front end here.
Tennessee has to respond. An opportunity.
A 12-point basketball game.
Great play.
Blanton, however, got a piece of Darren Nix. That matchup has been dominated by that man so far.
Blanton really working well. Anticipates the pass. Hooks him with his arm. That draws him through the foul. But Nix has to really come and meet the pass when he's guarded by somebody like that. Normally, he's being guarded by a tall man inside. Now Blanton a little smaller, a little quicker with a big body.
Griffin on. Off his Clark. The first foul on Blanton, the 5th on LSU. And Pell converts from three-point range. His first bucket.
Boy, does he need that in a slump.
Only the second three-pointer for Tennessee, but that gets him back within 9. The alley-oop for Blanton. The eye contact, the back screen. Sims goes to the hoop. Blanton with the perfect pass. Bingo. That's what makes Ricky Blanton a great prospect. He can do so many things.
Does it all. Defense can shoot, pass it, dribble it, and he leads by example.
LSU's lead back in double digits. Lockhart, 16 feet away. 2-0.
He's got a foot outside, so Sims will play off of it.
Nice fluff off of him. Mixed over Blanton. Rolls across the iron. Singleton, another rebound for the smaller inside player.
Tennessee's just standing still offensively. They're waiting for Nix to take over now, helping him. They've got to move without the basketball, cut to the open seam.
Sims, started by Lockhart. This is Blanton. Great fight and hit. Sims! Griffith. Good luck, Bell.
Weak side help was late, but great pass by Blanton.
Foul by Mouton. He used the dribble to entice Mouton to come forward.
Foul from 21. Well, it'll shake, a little bake. There's the reaching. You've got to glide your feet. And if anything, reach up, not across. Reaching down or across, automatic foul.
Mouton will leave the game, and he is replaced by Dennis Tracy. Number 13, a 6'2" sophomore from New Orleans, averaging 3 points a game. Here's Dirk Hammett. Onto the court, Wayne Sims gets a much-deserved rest. Bell outside the arc. Carries another one.
That's what it's all about. Bell is on fire, 2 for 2.
34-26. LSU. Jackson. For Singleton, guarded by Griffith. Starts down the lane. He'll drive it to the glass. He's scoring.
There's an example of a guy who has to play center, but in high school he was a guard or a forward.
Swearingen sees daylight. Scores last contact. Quickness down that lane, Jordan.
Dale Brown didn't like it. Swearingen with great moves to the basket. Just backs him up and then explodes. Takes off, throws it up. Beautiful play. Dale Brown wanted the off-arm foul. Didn't get it.
Swearingen with 8. Looks to count the three-point play and give him 9. The foul posted on Singleton, his second. Swearingen with 9. 3 for 4 shooting at the strike today. 36-29. LSU.
Jackson's been a little quiet. Hasn't shot the ball of late. It's only a question of time.
Blanton with Nick Sutton. Here's Tracy. Tracy, who wrote a letter to Dale Brown, begging for a trial. Blanton saves Hammett. Another fine pass. Hammett left alone.
That's the guard's responsibility. They drive to the basket. The forward drops down to help. The guard has to slide all the way down underneath the basket. He didn't. As a result, Hammett wide open. The easiest deuce he'll get all day.
A 9-point spread in the half-court game. Griffin eyes the rim, moves on Singleton. And at the block, as Puddle was gets scores. His first 2, he averages 8, the 6'8" senior from Union City, Tennessee.
Wants to get into sales after his college career. Good hustle.
Jackson, contact with Lockhart, no whistle. Rebound next to Tennessee.
That was a fourth. Head shot.
Bell. He missed. The Lockhart. Hammett. Jumped up to work. Blanton control. Passes to the wrong side. Pass to the defense. Another pass. Tracer. Fouled by Griffin. Griffin earning his second, Jordan.
He loves to run the ball down the floor. They get it to a perfect middleman in Jackson. They fill the lane. And he always seems to find the right guy at the right time. And now you got to stick that in the hole.
Singleton leads. Wayne Sims has returned. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the Budweiser scoreboard with scores and standings from the SEC and other schools around the nation.
Tracy went to my high school. Of course, we lost the state championship my senior year. He won it his senior year, so he's one up on me.
Taylor Sowell. Made one of two. They're batting it around. Off the table. LSU touched it last. Yeah, well, I didn't think so.
Here's a discrepancy between the officials. One official says Tennessee overruled. Good call. It was definitely to LSU. Then he's signaled a jump ball. Down to both says good call.
He wasn't saying anything, though, when it was going his way.
Watch that. Here comes the tip. Right there by Griffin. It goes out of bounds. Good call. Good work, Cruz.
David Jones made the correct call there, the official. And the steal. Swearingen intercepts the pass intended for Jackson. Draws contact on Chris. He'll shoot two. Jackson with his second.
Hamilton held out to try. He picked up his dribble. There's Ricky Blanton said, hey, look, guys. It's gone from 16 to 8 real quick with 5:33 to go. Real sloppy. Swearingen, the catalyst.
Swearingen 3 for 4 from the field. And a perfect 3 of 3 at the strike for his 9 points.
First game we did with him this year, he said, say hello to my mom. We did it. He lit the place up. Today he came up to me, say hello to my dad. That's what those kind of deals.
Hello, Pop. He made them both. 11 for Clarence Swearingen, the pace of Volunteers, who have pulled within a half dozen of LSU.
Whatever works, right? Whatever works.
Black on Nick. Iron comes him on. And taps it out of play. Nearly had the steal. Blanton picked it up. He was going to find Jackson posted down low.
Great matchup. Two star players in the league going head up. Man to man. Time for Mr. Jackson.
Down low, Hammett. He's scored already. This one runs out Lockhart. Controller. Swearingen sits for the head to Bell.
This is a shot ball.
Bell fouled by Tracy. Dennis with his first. It will send Tennessee Bell to the free throw line.
Bell's so good with the dribble. Stops on a dime. Good call. Good foul. Bell is just one of those players that shooting confidence. He's got it now, so he's looking for the shot. He's got the green light.
Yeah, he's been in a shooting slump as of late. He started the last 2 games at point guard for Tennessee, and they won both of them. From Mississippi State and Auburn.
From West Virginia, he's third all-time in career scoring average behind Hot Rod Hundley and Mr. Clutch, Jerry West, so he's in pretty good company.
Made one of 2 for his 7th point, a pair of 3-point field goals. From London, West Virginia, a 5-point game. The Vols have been relentless in battling their way back.
Haven't turned it over, they get a good shot.
Jackson is fouled. Well, he is wearing out Tennessee's guard. And Don DeVoe knows that depth is a problem, and there's Swearingen with his 3.
3 in the first half. He's got to take him out. He's just back him up. He's got such a quick release. Got him right there on the elbow. Good call. Very, very difficult because he can drive past you or he can get it off so quickly from the perimeter.
Oh, yeah. His first free throw this afternoon for his 13th point. Here comes the 3rd guard who will be assigned to defend Chris Jackson. Travis Henry on the bench with 2 fouls. Now Swearingen on the bench with 3 fouls.
With these guards in the conference, no question about it. And they'll use all of them. Hammock out, Burnell Singleton back. You know, he hit a little higher on the last free throw, and he went. He didn't like it.
A perfectionist in purple and gold with 14 to lead LSU to the 7-point advantage.
He's such a media star. They've asked him every question. Look, they finally asked the only question they didn't ask him before. What was his favorite dessert? He said banana pudding. Now they've asked him everything.
Nick leans in. It won't fall. Lockhart there. Lockhart has come off the bench for the Volunteers and registered 6. A 5-point spread. Jackson, Price blocked it. Singleton controls and is fouled on the reach.
But you see the move to get the shot. A little hesitation, change of pace, crossover. Watch the dribble. It's amazing. Shakes it by. Here comes some help. Good defensive rotation. Good play by Tennessee. But there's the hustle by Singleton. Richardson draws the back.
A foul was posted on him. Lockhart his second. Down the burrow. What was the call? Singleton 2 of 3 from the stripe. Hits the front end.
All the coach wants is consistency on both ends of the floor. If you're going to call one play on one end, call it the same way on the opposite end. Then everybody's happy.
7 points for Singleton, already with 4 rebounds as well.
His emergence has really lifted this team. Nobody really wanted him coming out of high school, but what a blossoming process he's gone through.
A 7-point spread. Griffin, too strong, and that's 2. Over the backboard and out of play. We're traveling 90 feet in the opposite direction. Hey, compares this Dale Brown, Singleton to Ricky Blanton in their temperament, mental approach to this game.
Team players, lots of heart, lots of effort. Don't kid yourself. There's some talent there, too.
Jackson with a quick step to get away from Price, and the blocking foul posted on Griffin trying to help out. Charity cost him there.
It's amazing. It is amazing. Watch the heavy shoulder thing. How'd you like to guard this? See you later. Goodbye. Here comes help. In that position, Griffin has to put 1 foot out of bounds to make it obvious and get charged over.
Mark, the 6'8 senior with his 3rd. Swearingen already with 3, and both Henry and Lockhart with 2. So those balls have accumulated a mountain of fouls as Ronald Taylor, who opened in the backcourt, returns, and Griffith sits down. They're done with the smaller lineup as Tennessee.
They play tendencies. LSU with a small lineup also. So Tennessee will come in with some guards and try and match up that way. Well, they got 13.
Jackson made them both. Timeout on the court. Ricky, will you beat my Valentine? 45-36. They love the Bayou Bengals in Baton Rouge.
Oh, how?
Dale Brown had been saying for years that billions of Chinese couldn't care less what happened in the SEC until yesterday. He got a letter from Beijing from a Tiger fan. He said, I have to throw out that story. They care over there, too, what happens to the purple and gold.
LSU and Tennessee both shooting respectively from the free throw line. LSU getting more opportunities, meaning they're going to the line more, taking the ball to the basket more.
With the basketball, Ronald Taylor, the junior. He's been quiet in this first half with just 4 points, worked on Blanton. They double on him. Bell is open from 15 and carries the shot. 23.
Well, Tracy's not going to block his shot, so he shouldn't leave the floor in the first place to try and keep his body between he and the ball. Play solid D.
Blanton wanted the ball, since got it to him, and Ricky could not hit the shot. Now outside the arc. It rims out. He's fouled, and fouled by Price.
Well, that would have counted for 4. Down to those really getting on him saying, you're calling him down here, but not on the other side.
14 fouls whistled on Tennessee in the first half, and here comes one of them.
The Sargent call there, didn't get it. Now Blanton will stop from the 3-point line and draw a foul there.
And missed the free throw. And Bell has the rebound. You see with the left hand, hold Blanton away from the ball. There's a foul on Tracy.
Tennessee's keeping in the ball game. They only trail by 7 because they're being patient. They're sticking free throws, and they're getting the ball in close to the basket. Tracy with his second foul.
And at the line, Greg Bell. 1 of 2. There we go. Tennessee, 6th man.
Last year before the Alabama game, the end of the season before the tournament. But still made the all-freshman team.
And And should this game be close down the stretch, it could be Bell to take the final shot if Tennessee had the advantage. He shoots it that well when he's hot, although missing here from the line. He's one of the few true one-on-one players. Jackson, that did not hit the iron. Straight up and down. His first three-pointer, his 17th point today. Price, 2 on 30. On the wing. Nick pops out, Blanton comes right with it. Bell on Tracy. Lockhart posted over Spence. Excellent execution, it just didn't fall. Blanton from 10 uses the glass. He's been posted and scored. He's hit it mid-range and then gone outside the arc. Went to the John Wooden clinic of use the backboard. Suddenly, LSU leads again by 11. Taylor from 24 hit. NBA style. NBA. Mr. Taylor. His second three-pointer. That'll keep you in the lineup. That quiets the 14,000 in Baton Rouge. Blanton bounces for Sims, who tried to save it. Price intercepted. Blanton had communication. Blanton had a good pass to the basket. Sims just held, hesitated. And that's why the turnover. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Bell. Fouled by Tracy. He got free. Tracy cannot keep up with it. Great pass by Lockhart. They ran the high-low. They sent Lockhart up high. He caught it, didn't hesitate, flicked it down low, and Bell got it on the head. Watch the pass, and the boom. Get it to him real quick. Pick it up strong. Got it on the head. Watch the pass from the big fella. Quick one. Look. This. That's Mr. Houston. Lester Scott will replace Tracy. Scott, a 6-foot freshman from right here in Baton Rouge, Glen Oaks High School. He's played 11 games this year. Here's a guy. Doesn't play much. Gets in against Auburn. Goes 6 for 6 from the floor. 2 of 2 from the line. 23 says, where did he come from? You know what he did say is he's another Jordy Holtberg. Because you did that to Sonny Smith too. He told Neil Brown, why don't you put in Holtberg as long as you're going to put in Scott? Come on now. Made them both. Did it several times. Tiger Chiller. A 6-point game. Jackson cannot make it 9. Sims chases it down for LSU. Posted Singleton. The jumper. How sweet it is. Look at the smile. Third L. Where did that one come from? 8 for the freshman. Here's Nick trying to answer. Oh, no. Sims affected the shot. Jackson being chased by Price. That's the 4th time Tennessee has not gotten back on defense. No floor balance. And Jackson has the solo trip. With a minute and 20 remaining in the first half, Jackson is a point shy of 20 in the first stanza. Ronald Taylor for his 3rd three-pointer. A knuckleball. Nothing but net. 54-47, Jackson, a two-pointer. Up and down, racehorse basketball. 21 for the freshman. His season high has been 53 against the Gators of Gamestead. Here's Taylor. Blanton swipes it free. Jackson ahead to Scott. Blocked cleanly Price. Nice recovery. Jackson saves it. Blanton over next. Loose ball. Ian Lockhart. No harm, no foul. Up and down. 3-on-1. Bell for net. Last touch by Byron. LSU's basketball. Transition hoop. A little ragged. Down to both. Not accustomed to that style of play. Giving up 56 points already, but they're still in it. They've got 47. They'll hold it for 1. And Don DeVoe used to be a half-court specialist, but he, like Dale Brown, has adopted with the three-point arc and the 45-second shot clock, the run-and-gun philosophy. Let's play up tempo. Play shot clock off here. Players that have the ability, you got to let them run. LSU will take this advantage into the halftime dressing room, playing for the final shot with 10 seconds to go. You can bet it'll either be Jackson or Blanton. This is Scott. Scott, Bell deflected it. Nick tried to chase it. It was touched by Scott out of play. He could have called that held ball, but it would not have mattered, for the arrow points toward Tennessee's bucket with 3 seconds remaining.
Jordan is through to play some defense. This might be a situation where you try and advance the ball up the court, call a quick timeout with 2 seconds left, have a shot at the basket. We'll see what Tennessee does.
Lockhart ahead to Bell. The clock doesn't start till it's touched. Bell deflects it out of play. 2 seconds expire.
Almost as good as a timeout. They got the ball closer. Dale Brown wants to protect the basket. Picks up.
1 second to go. Tennessee and Donovan with the ball. Bell to Taylor. At the horn. Good for go. It is not clear at halftime. And LSU leads by 9. Dale Brown, hands on his hips. The crowd loves it. Lots of points. Jim Jackson with dynamite. Coming up at halftime, the SEC Player of the Week, our Budweiser scoreboard, statistics and highlights from this first half. It has been a good one. It belongs to LSU, 56-47 in the Maravich Assembly Center in Baton Rouge.
You know what a three-point play is in basketball. Here's what it is. It was great.
Convened in one convenient premix. And by Pontiac, we build excitement.
The leading scorer in the first half, who other than the SEC's top scorer, freshman Chris Jackson with 21 to pace LSU.
Plays a little defense to create his own offense. That's a little quicker than he really goes, but it's easy, dude. CJ, big her first half.
A look at the statistics from the first half of play. Field goal shooting, advantage LSU.
51% to 44. Shooting a little bit less. Tennessee really hitting from the three-point line. That's what brought them back in the ballgame.
At the free throw stripe in the first half, a lot of fouls, a lot of contact. Both teams playing the man-to-man.
Tennessee shooting better than they do during the course of the year, and LSU shooting a little bit worse. That's where it's win or loss on the board. LSU with a lot of second chance putbacks.
You're surprised in that number there?
I am a little bit, but LSU has such quick jumpers that Tennessee has to adjust and put a body on them. Turnovers, a well-played first half. Not many TOs.
LSU committed 19 in the first meeting between these two and lost by 4. Individually, Jordy.
The guards are leading the way. Where's Nick? Down at the bottom with 4. Only one foul. Swearingen with 3 in foul trouble, having to guard Jackson.
For LSU, outside the guard Jackson, the front line is dominant. Blanton, Singleton, Sims, the front wall for the Tigers.
Balance, spread out well. There's Darren Nix, only 4. You've got to believe at halftime, Don DeVoe said, hey, he's averaging close to 23 a game. He's only got 4. We've got to get him shots from the floor. So, Mr. Nix, you've got to move without the ball, kind of like Mr. Jackson does.
Chris Jackson averages 27. It's 21. And it's been entertaining, too, to watch him do it.
So quick with the basketball. 20 minutes left for first place.
That's 5 teams in the hunt. Alabama idle today, sandwiched between the Vols and the Tigers. High coaching staff and team at home watching this one.
He's got the lead the first half playing man. They stick with it.
Bell, air ball. Sims didn't see it. It's knocked out of play by Darren Nix. Well, Sims, who was very sharp in the first half, couldn't find it. He was turning around in the lane looking for the ball, rolling around.
Ball man concept, right? He had his man, didn't find the ball.
Nix off the inbound, blocked by Blanton, saved to Mouton. Ahead to Singleton, deflection there by Taylor. Mouton underneath Hutch and deflected by Lockhart.
The right idea, just a little overpass. You think Mr. Blanton has Nick frustrated a little bit? Nick's looking for fouls. The good block. Good clean play. They go the other way. Ricky Blanton.
In the corner, Jackson from 24 for the three-pointer.
Well, he's only 3 away from his average. And we've got lots of hoops left.
We've played just over a half, and LSU nears 60-point play.
Up and down.
Nick posted only his 6th point, and he's fouled. Fouled by Singleton. Yeah, the first time Tennessee runs its set offense, they get the ball to Nick.
Excellent pass from Price. He set the whole thing up. Nick's got position. The one power bounce, he explodes up, gets the contact, concentrates. That's what he needs to do.
Singleton earns his 3rd. The first of this half. Nick, a 75% free throw shooter, looking to cap the 3-point play.
A lot easier to get the points when you have your hand with the ball like Jackson does so much. Nick really has to work inside and get the ball from others before he can score.
The skip pass, and that is a ball zone. A rare 3-2 from Dondevoe through.
Right at the top, he'll drop down when the ball goes to the wing. He'll have high post responsibility.
Recall with the bounce to Sims, who drives right around Lockhart, except with a little bit too far without a play.
This is a good move by Dondevoe. Change things up a little bit. Maybe take away the penetration of a Jackson, make him shoot from outside.
And talking to Dondevoe, he says, we don't even know where to find Z in the dictionary for zone.
Well, they found it right now. And first opportunity, work for it.
Bell can't get it against the defensive play by Mouton. Can't get it inside, and now he travels. Mouton, fine defense.
Well, he tried it from the top of the key. He moved over to the left wing, picked up the pivot foot, a little traveling. Dondevoe says, well, doesn't get any easier.
Talking to his chief strategist there, Fred Bryant on the right side. Mouton. Again, Jackson off the pass. Jackson quickly up and in. Front free.
Maybe from 4. That was so far out there. Didn't even hesitate.
27 for Chris. 62-50. Lockhart. Answering a 3 with the 2, however.
Another great pass from out to in to the open side. Lockhart drop step power move.
A 10-point spread, advantage LSU. With the bounce for Paul. Price, no whistle. As Sims comes up with it, however, Jackson outduels Bell to the ball. Great pass for Sims. Air ball contact, no whistle. Nix is down. And slow to his feet. He wanted a charge.
Should have got one. Sims could have used the backboard.
Bell to Price. Lockhart with the hook. Over Sims.
You notice there's a slight tendency for Tennessee. They're playing 3 out, 2 in. They're kicking it down inside every time down the floor.
Jackson's driving inside and scoring.
Well, he said he's tired of hearing us say 3-pointers, so let's take it inside and shoot over the big fella.
29 for Jackson.
Something that's he's one of the 10 finalists for the Eastman Award with people like Danny Ferry, Sean Elliott, Todd Lichty, only a freshman.
More pass, intended for Lockhart. Jackson for more, and he's fouled. Either you foul him or it goes in. Here, Brett, thumbs up. I'm calling him that, right? Wrong.
He had it from Bergen. The Eastman Award goes to the Player of the Year. Chris Jackson in there with some big names.
The first foul against Taylor, the first against the ball.
First of all, one of those huge sports that one player can come in and make a difference immediately. This fella did it for LSU.
He'll get another. His 5th free throw to go with 25 points from the field. You add it up, that youngin's got 30. And now 31.
Well, he hit 54 against Florida earlier. Single season high for him, so maybe not on pace, but should be close.
A 3-guard set for Tennessee, and Lockhart forced the hook. Got his own missed shot. Missed it. Nix did not.
Some of the frustration out, so Tennessee still hanging in there. Down 10. Good board work.
9 for Don Nix. And the ball set in the zone. Jackson. Underneath Singleton. Good defense, Nick. Up tempo. Nick 1-on-1 against Mouton. Silent. Says official David Jones.
When you're not shooting well from outside, you go to the glass. And Lockhart's been in there, good things have happened. He misses it, gets his own rebound, puts it up again, good hustle, the authoritative dunk.
on in the corner. Black from 22. Bangs off the iron, sails out of play. It will belong to Tennessee. 16-12 remaining in this one. 66-56. Later, Florida and Kentucky this afternoon in Rupp Arena.
There's a 3 out, 2 in. Working to get it inside.
This is Price missing. Nick, the offensive end of things, forces it up. Sims blocked it. Mouton the other way. 2-on-1. Bouncing to Blanton. He gets it back and scores. Taylor could not get the steal.
Transition, so important. LSU does it very well. From defense to offense.
Lockhart in and out. Rebound Sims. Outlet Jackson. They're playing in transition now. Jackson to Blanton. To Sims. Right underneath. No one goes. Nick with the rebound.
Usually has a soft touch. He's got to use the backboard.
Contact, no whistle. Swearingen with the left hand. Got it to fall.
Left-handed free throw in traffic. What a play. Holy cow.
The senior with his 13th point. First 2 of the second half, and it's a 10-point game. Once again, was 9 in intermission.
Swearingen with the knee brace. Got his left thumb taped up.
Blanton for play. For the third time. His 17th point. The look-away assist from Chris Jackson.
And the defense has to focus when you're playing a team defensive concept. They teach to take away penetration, so everybody stays to the middle. Jackson kicks it out, Blanton wide open, build it up.
Price top of the key, alley-oop next, perfect.
When there's no pressure on the point guard, those kind of plays are there. You kind of break to the point, make them tough to pass the ball.
Knicks held a 4 in the first half, has now totaled 11. An 11-point game as Sims in trouble, beats Singleton. Knicks blocked it. And it's a held ball. LSU maintains possession.
Good play inside by Nick. There's the arrow. Tennessee to the left. LSU to the right. Swearingen, watch him inside. This is pretty. He's banged up. The hesitation. Take it inside, right, then left. Finger roll off the window.
The intensity level has increased. It is LSU by 11, 71 to 60. Increase for both teams.
The stars are coming out now. Jackson's been there. Nix is coming out to the occasion.
A jumper missed, and the rebound belongs to Tennessee if they travel. Jackson missed. A rare miss for the freshman.
That's the automatic travel. It's to the point now you don't even have to get up. Once you're on the ground with it, they call it. Speeds the game up a little bit. They're
rebounding in the second half, 8 for Tennessee to a pair of the Pioneer Bengals.
They're in the zone, good floor spacing.
That zone has helped them. Swearingen driving on Singleton, contact, offensive foul. His fourth. Singleton drawing the charge.
Swearingen made up his mind in that court. He was taking it all the way. The coaching staff doesn't like it. You got to dish it all. Good play by Singleton.
Jackson weaving, feeding, a 10 for 10. Will not go. Doug Long into the game, too. And a foul on Price for Tennessee. The freshman earns his second with the reach.
You know how many assists Jackson would have if Sims or somebody would stick some of those shots? Incredible no-look in-traffic pass. Nick back in the lineup. What a showman.
A taller lineup for Tennessee. Swearingen departs. Nick's return, so Nick's Lockhart walk. A tall front line. Blanton got the inbound pass from Jackson.
That shows the inexperience, the lack of knowing how to play a zone against the inbound pass. Everyone was tuned into the ball. They got the easy layup. That called the timeout.
Yeah, Don DeVoe saw it too. Timeout Tennessee, their second. DeVoe and company with 2 remaining. They trail by 13. A month away, Jordy, the 1989 NBC Championship Tournament.
Great tournament, lots of parity, lots of teams jockeying for position. With all the individual stars, come out and see some great hoops.
Price, rim of the arc, can't get it to fall. Nix is there. The ball's at rebounding the Tigers in the second half and battling back into it. Big move there.
The LA Clippers are here to take a look at Mr. Nixon. I think they woke him up today.
Moton from three. It won't fall. Another board in orange by Lockhart. This is Price across the timeline. Taylor alone from three. Oh, fell out. He is there and beats Lockhart.
Ford, you mentioned it. Eon Lockhart doing it again. Tennessee right back in it. 9-point spread. Lots to play.
The largest lead by our count, 14 in this game for LSU. But it's been around that mark ever since. Jackson to Sims, right back to Chris. They've got Nix on Jackson on that wing.
And Lockhart on the other side, so tall people on the wing.
He shoots over Nix. This one won't fall. Singleton rebounds. Reverse layup, no. Ross there at 6'11". Price presses the action 3-on-2. Numbers game. Good scoring. His first two. The freshman from Chattanooga. That's a 7-point ball game. Timeout. Dale Brown.
Tennessee right in it. Ross made him change the shot. Dale Brown didn't like it. Tennessee quickly down the floor. Price all the way with the soft touch. Back in it.
Tennessee has not won here since 1983. They're back in it now. Run by Tennessee, forcing LSU to call timeout.
Tennessee went to the zone. That helped them defensively. They went inside offensively. That's why they're in it. 13-5 on the board.
And Chris Jackson, when he has to, comes up with a big three.
Diagram it straight out the hole.
A 10-point game again. Price, high post, Ross square to the hole. This is Taylor. How many steps was that? Moton, Jackson, ahead to Lyle. Taylor chasing, fouling. The shirt two. On the intentional foul. It is. Two shots in the ball.
Exactly. Good call, Mr. Kennedy.
You don't want to do that. You can get away with it. But Taylor thought he couldn't.
You'd rather give up two than the potential of four. There's the automatic foul. Sonny Holmes right there to call his wrist. These intentional fouls. Don DeVoe doesn't like it. But it's a good call.
Taylor with his second. The Vols now with four. Moton will get another. LSU with the ball. Now we're about four. 5 for Moton. And the ball belongs to LSU.
Where's he from?
Moton.
Where's he from? You hang with that Cajun name pretty well.
You like that? It was dinner last night that you served with the etouffee and the oysters and Jackson on a Saturday afternoon.
Just another walk in the park. Gus Piazza put on a spread last night, didn't he?
Sure did. A good time had by all, and Jackson having won this afternoon. 37 for Chris, 79 for LSU.
Big possession. Tennessee has to get good shots.
Next. Came right back off the iron. Blanton with the rebound and then traveled. Did not establish a pivot foot.
Didn't complain, just stuck his fist up. Let's play a little defense. Go back to work.
Since Dale Brown called the timeout, LSU has outscored Tennessee 6-zip.
The timeout worked, didn't it?
Taylor, tough shot. Hins that run. Ron Taylor's first two of the second half, Jordy, now with 11. Forced it. And it's off to Price. Jackson trying not to foul. And now does. Price would have been wiser simply to lay it up rather than jam it and miss it. That would have been a three-point play.
No question. He wants the automatic intentional foul. He won't get it, but you're right. You got to lay it off the rim. Get the three-point opportunity. A little showboat. Too much icing. Didn't count.
Jackson with his third foul. Only the second posted against LSU. Jackson, as you see, they're officially with 36. Dale Brown chats with official Sonny Holmes. Don DeVoe, rather.
He's saying, please call it both ends of the floor with consistency.
Price, who missed the jam, cannot hit the free throw. That's his first miss this year. He was 10 of 10.
11 minutes to play, 11-point spread, coming down to Casey.
He missed them both. That really hurt.
Oh, a great play by Nick to keep it alive.
He gets it back. Opportunity for redemption. The feed to Lockhart. 2 for Tennessee. Lockhart 2 games for the reserve forward against LSU. This is Mouton to Blanton, cross-court Jackson. From 3. Passes around and will not fall. Singleton gingerly earned the tap. Blanton missed from 3. Mouton can't get it. Lockhart, another board. LSU going to the board, but you notice everything is perimeter. The zone is shut off the inside game. Tennessee hanging tough, down 9. With 10 minutes to go in the game. A big lineup on the floor. Lockhart, Nix, and Ross. A win by Tennessee with Preston in the first. Is at 3-2. Inside, Ross, a good passer, trying to get it down low. Taylor, the bounce out to Nix. With Blanton on his hip. There it is. Low post, looking for Lockhart. Blanton did Tennessee a favor by coming over to try and earn the steal. Oh, but he's in perpetual motion. Always suffering. Dale Brown Leslie says he's the favorite player he's ever had here because he's always hustling. Mouton sits down. We welcome Lester Scott, the freshman, back into the game. Played in the first half, failed to score. This is Ross. Spinning, shooting, missing badly, and it's off to Scott. Being bumped by Ross. He throws it up and gets it to fall. You know, Coach usually says, touch it, pass it a couple times before you shoot. Lester Scott. Jackson earns the steal in the open floor against Price. The human highlight film. Chris Jackson. They're high-fiving in the stands over that one. 13-point lead by LSU. Offensive foul. Lockhart with the push at the post. Portree in motion. Watch the spin and the reverse. How sweet it is. The third foul on Lockhart has John DeVoe shaking his head. That's the 5th on Tennessee. Scott Hedrick. Now he's playing with confidence. That won't fall for him, though. Lockhart can't hold on. Sonny Holmes thought it should have. Dale Brown thinks it should be LSU's fault. Sonny Holmes did not see it that way, the official. Lester Scott, this is the first miss in 2 games. It almost falls. Let's see who it goes off of. Tough to see. They called it off Singleton. Tennessee foul. Still a 13-point difference. 83-70. Nix with the alley-oop is open. Right. From 15, blocked by Singleton. Pass out Jackson. Can he do it again? This time a feed for Singleton. Showtime. The largest lead for LSU in the afternoon. 15. Don't you love to see a defensive play? You didn't give it that cool to the finish. Singleton. Rock. Blocked by Sims. Foul on Wayne with the body. Watch the alley-oop from Jackson. Singleton blocked it. Jackson with the picture perfect pass with a dunkaroo. Oh, can he do it? Mr. Jackson play or what? There has not been a freshman in this league in better than 20 years. That's there, the heir to the dream for LSU. He's the man. Sensation. Ross with the goggles removed hanging around his neck. Oh, Moses wears it on his forehead. Kareem keeps it on. Ross wears it around his neck. 38 points, 7 assists. But they made some other shots that have been up to 15 assists. Ross made them both. Just his 4th point of the game. His second. A pair of free throws in the second half. All they have. Scott misses. Nick, half-court pass twice. Jackson right with him. And against Jackson. This won't go. Lockhart's tap won't fall. Nix is fouled from behind by Lester Scott. Boy, this is a tough break. Tennessee with the numbers. Price just couldn't find the bucket. But good recognition and transition by Nix to get the rebound. LSU fouled. They'll take it out under the basket. To Tennessee. If you're looking for the freak defense by LSU today, you won't see it. The who? The freak. The freak. It ain't going to be there anymore. They ditched it. They ditched it because of how poorly they played against Tennessee. The miss on the perimeter. Well, can Singleton get up? What leg? And Scott. No. A shot, a second. It's amazing. He missed 3. He's out. Dennis Tracy at the score table, probably to replace him. Ross with the touch pass to Lockhart. Fouled by Blanton.
Good inside pass. Blanton tries to come from weak side. Lockhart just playing lights out this afternoon. Gets it, draws the foul. Tracy.
And Scott indeed an opportunity to sit down. So if he is not out and he touches the ball, it's going up.
Well, he knows the coach can't take you out if you score it. If you miss it, though, you come sit down quickly.
Tracy draws Taylor. This is Ross 26 feet away from the hole. Lockhart got him on his hip. Ross going to shoot and hit the three-pointer. His fourth three-pointer of this his senior season. A technical foul.
Ross shot the three-pointer. He made it. He made a gesture with his hand to the student body as he's running down the floor. Automatic technical. Inexcusable. Frustration. He's a senior. Never should have happened. He made a mistake. And he's going to pay the price.
Oh, the students here will be out in the rest of the day.
This is your job. You call it. You see it. There it is.
How do you do?
Ridiculous.
Very regrettable by both Ross and I'm sure Don LeBoat too. And Jackson nails the free throw. And these students in Baton Rouge will not hope for their intensity of spectators. They'll be on him the rest of the day. If he returns, there's a chance that Don LeBoat won't let him play the rest of the game.
Inexcusable. He's a senior. Should never, ever happen.
86-75. The feet to Sim. He's fouled. Fouled by Ronnie Reese, just into the game to replace Ross.
He took Ross out, as you mentioned, so fourth play, kick it down low immediately to the player just off the bench. He's cold. They can play some defense through the foul.
Tennessee reaching its limit with 6 now, the first on range. From this point forward, LSU in the ball.
Notice Bell hasn't been in the lineup at all. He's been cold, been in the slope, had a pretty good first half for a few minutes, but he's been on the pine the entire second half.
Sim misses his first free throw opportunity. He has 10 rebounds this afternoon to go with those 6 points.
But he's just 3 of 10 from the field.
Now 7 points for the 6'7" sophomore.
And a player with that size and that bulk doesn't get to the free throw line that much. That means he's an outside shooter. He's got to take the ball to the basket. Such a wide body. He'll draw fouls all day.
Taylor to Nix. On the drive. The rim was touched. No whistle. Nix. Contact with Sim. Or Singleton, rather. Tyron Nix with 13 rebounds in this game.
He's the bread and butter man trying to take over on himself. That touch in the rim should have been a goaltending call. Didn't get it. It was a second chance opportunity. All ball, but got him with the hip. He'll be at the line.
Singleton in foul trouble now with 4. LSU reaches its limit, like Tennessee, with 16 fouls. Nix with 13 points, 9 in the second half.
Yeah, it just won't fall for him.
The second of his pair.
One of the last cuts at the Olympic trials, averaged 12 a game on the select group that played in Europe, really fine-tuned his game.
That's his 1,700th career point. 1,700 now.
He'll never say.
He'll never get 30 in Ernie. Ernie Grunfeld, the leading scorer, and this is a guy who one day will be LSU. Leading scorer, no, you can't say that. The next hit was 4 years he might be able to, but not the way Maravich averaged better than 40. 90-76. Price. Down low. Lockhart. It rolled across the iron. And it belongs to the small guard in Tracy. Now Jackson. Blanton. Weaving. Feeding Jackson. Reverse layup. Deflected Lockhart. Next, his 14th for it. Jackson with 42 by our count, incidentally. Ooh, the three-pointer Taylor. And in timeout, Tennessee.
11 down, 6:19 to go. It's still not out of reach.
14 for Taylor. An 11-point game. Advantage LSU. We'll be back.
1988. It was a very regal year, with the Buick Regal nameplate outselling.
At lower prices since 1926, open nights and Sundays.
Join us for SEC basketball Wednesday right here from the Maravich Assembly Center. It is Kentucky and LSU. Tom Hammond and Joby Hall on the call there. And then Saturday, the Crimson Tide of Alabama idle today. In action, too. Boy, Wimps had a good year.
Superb first quarter. Mr. Ansley and company. Benoit turned into a great player this year.
LSU will have one timeout the final 6 minutes of this game. Jackson with the right hand. 44 for Jackson.
Leaping, hang time, double flip, and the salt.
Swearingen. The clock winds under the 6-minute mark. To Bell from the baseline. Will not go. Nick, the offensive rebound in the bucket. He thought he was fouled, but he was bumped by a teammate. The forward pressure.
Nick doing a job. So Tennessee's got its best lineup in the floor. Lots of athletes, lots of quickness. They'll pick up the tempo.
Been about a 10-point game throughout the afternoon. Singleton starts right, goes left, and scores.
Amazing. Early in the season, he wouldn't even thought about taking that move. Now he's spinning, wheeling, and dealing to the accomplishment.
Swearingen off the glass. Points got it the ball for his 15 points.
Some great hands or what? Swearingen.
At the conclusion of today's game, we'll be selecting a golf most valuable player for each team. Sims may be one of them.
They had to extend the defense, and Sims with another gimme.
This is Bell from 3. It won't fall. Singleton rebound. Quick outlet, Jackson. The bounce to Tracy. Fouled by Bell. In addition to recognizing our 2 golf MVPs, Gulf Oil and its dealers will donate a $1,000 scholarship to the General Scholarship Fund of both Tennessee and LSU as part of the Golf Most Valuable Player Scholarship Program.
The foul. After the pass and a little exclamation point on the top of the head.
Tracy to shoot a pair. One for 2 today.
Doesn't have to score when he has Jackson in back, but plays the defense, contributes.
One of 3 fellas that made this team from a campus-wide tryout program and attracted 40 would-be walk-ons, and Tracy, along with Steve Ussery and Jason Cormier, the 3 fellas that Dale Brown kept from the student population at large.
Wayne Bryant played with him. He's at Georgetown. Kirk Hazen played with him. He's at Auburn. So 3 off that state championship team.
98-83, the miss and the rebound by Sims. And with 4.5 minutes to go, LSU still has its claws firmly in this one, doesn't it?
Yep. They'll take some time.
Swearingen touched it on the bounce to Black and then tried to fake as if he did not. The announcers for this game are selected and compensated by Jefferson Pilot Teleproductions. This broadcast is a copyright presentation. Use of this broadcast without the express permission of the Southeastern Conference and Jefferson Pilot Teleproductions is prohibited. Jackson, foul.
He went backdoor. Tracy got him the ball. The defense converts, and as usual,
The scorer draws the foul. Jackson with 44. No one has been able to stop number 35. His 8th free throw, now 45.
the great ones seem to do it effortlessly. He's probably broken out into a sweat. He's so smooth, so cool with it. And it just goes in the hole.
Oh, Bonnie English that time. 100-83. LSU hits the century mark. Nick, the Black Mountain.
Isn't it amazing? Schools used to go crazy when a team would hit 100 marks. Now it's just another day.
Lockhart with 16. That's the 9th time this year that LSU has cracked the 100-point plateau. The 3rd time in SEC play, 101 against Florida and 100 against East Ball. Singleton, it won't fall for him. So LSU scores better than 100 both meetings against Tennessee. Swearingen whips it under Reese connects.
One of the few good breaks Tennessee has. Really push it down the court, a good pass, and they convert it.
The Virginia native, a 6'8 sophomore, with his first bucket. 100-87, and Dale Brown wants to call timeout with 3:32 remaining in the game.
You know, one of the deals, LSU, everybody said they don't have much of a bench. But, you know, you can work into such a thing where you get so fit that you don't need a bench. Tennessee, a lot more players, but they look winded.
100-87 LSU. More after this word from our local station.
Jones is celebrating President's Day by chopping prices in every department, every stitch of furniture, every mattress and box spring in our stores, every one.
Town at Burkeen & Son in Baton Rouge.
With 46 points this afternoon, nearly half of LSU's total. Bayou Bengals winning 100-87 over visiting Tennessee with 3:32 remaining in the game.
He was a player of the year in Mississippi his junior and senior year and got a great shot at being player of the year in the SEC his first year out the chute.
Dale Brown with a pair of timeouts remaining. Why would he take that one?
Just to tell his players, look, it's still not over. You've got to take things under control, protect the basketball. Don't make silly mistakes because you're playing for down the road.
This marks the most times LSU has cracked the 100-point plateau since number 23 was wearing the purple and the gold. Since the Maravich era, 1969. This is Blackton follows and draws contact. So LSU has not hit the 100-point plateau 9 times in 1 year and 20 seasons.
Lockhart with his fourth. LSU doing the job on the board, not turning the ball over, shooting well. You put all those three together, that puts the W 9 times that has been on the board.
Quietly, another solid performance by the 6'7" senior. 20 points for Blackton.
Coach always wants somebody he can depend on. Day in, day out, puts the numbers on the board and leaves on the floor.
Dale Brown says you take any other center in the league, any one of them, and I'll take Richie Blackton, and I'll beat you. And further, 102-87. Bell from downtown. In and out. Singleton. Fighting Lockhart for it. Held ball. It will belong to Tennessee.
Still hustling. Wiping the brow. Lockhart really has played well. The shot from the corner usually means a long rebound. This time it comes up short. Scramble. The takedown. The pin. Championship wrestling.
Wiping some perspiration off the floor. Singleton, a youngster, too, from South Natchez, Mississippi. Not the only Mississippi native that can play this game for Dale Brown's Tigers.
Lots of them. Terrell Green from Georgia out of Mississippi. Mr. Jackson. Mr. Singleton. Great freshman this year.
Bell with the rainbow air ball. Jackson claims it. Half court to Tracy. Great pass to feed to Black, and he's fouled. In hockey, they give 2 assists. One to Jackson and one to Tracy.
Jackson wants the double-double, so he's going to chastise Tracy for passing this one off. Tracy, take it in, but unselfishly to Blanton, give him the deuce.
The 75-foot pass from Jackson. And in the unemotional Blanton shows his enthusiasm. The largest lead of the game, 18 by LSU, pulling away from Tennessee, which got it to a 7-point spread with 12 minutes to go. Next, offline, Tracy claims it. So after that Dale Brown timeout, LSU regathered itself and is on this afternoon. The timeout and detected on Mr. Ross. Got the fans up. Swearingen fouls out, retiring with 15 points. Well, these fans have seen some outstanding individual performances this afternoon. You see Swearingen there with his 15. Our golf most valuable players, I wonder who. Chris Jackson held in check to only 46. And Ian Lockhart off the bench in the reserve hole with 16 and some big boards for Tennessee.
He may have earned a starting spot. Mark Griffith, nothing off the bench.
As you see, Ian Lockhart, it's been a long afternoon. As part of the Gulf War Most Valuable Player Award Scholarship Program, Gulf will donate $1,000 to the General Scholarship Fund of Tennessee and for Chris Jackson at LSU.
They made it easy for us today. We didn't have to deliberate at all. It was academic.
Did it by the numbers. Tracy will not fall next to the rebound.
You realize this LSU team has only one senior, Blanton, no juniors.
Bell, freshman and sophomore. Nix again. Missing 16 rebounds, by the way, for Dyron Nix. They've
the league as a junior rebounder, so he can get up.
Bell fouled Jackson on Chris's way to the hoop.
He's got 46. His record is 54 with 2:28 to go.
That's his third. Substitution for Tennessee. Ronnie Reese returns, number 34 there, and Darren Nix will depart with this issue having been decided.
7 of 16 from the field, only 4 at halftime, but he came back, went to the boards real strong in the second half. That's where he got his chance.
Jackson, a rare miss. The rebound to Reese.
Well, he won't get 54 doing that.
Bell is throwing up threes, and now hits one.
Full court pressure.
His first bucket of the second half, his third three-pointer of the afternoon, 15 for Bell.
But there's no such thing as pressure when 35 has it in his hand. Beats any press.
A 15-point spread, Blanton off to Singleton. Dale Brown's Tigers will surpass their victory total of a year ago. We're going to throw it over Dale Brown. But you see Dale try to reach for it.
Well, Jackson's human. If he'd have caught that one, we'd have called him Superman forever.
LSU won 16 last year. This will be their 17th win. Another Bell, a rainbow three. Their ninth conference win. Singleton with the jam from Blanton.
And easy does. Don DeVoe, you can fry an egg on his forehead. He's so hot right now. No defense.
A three by Ronald Taylor. His fifth three-pointer, his 17th point of the game for the junior. Jackson will put inbounds to Blanton. Blanton fouled by Price.
Don't you love the three-point shot? It's close. It's 11 points. It was out of hand, and they keep shooting the three. He's drilling it.
Don DeVoe with instructions to freshman guard Jay Price. Timeout on the court. 1:31 remaining in the game. LSU will own this afternoon, leading 107 to 96.
Nature's light. Bathing fields of grain. Jefferson Pilot Insurance and Financial Services.
91 seconds away from the finish line. You can paint this one purple and gold here for your LSU Tigers have played well, especially down the stretch.
Where's that news? There it is. Need we say more? Jackson with 46. LSU shooting 5% better. Turnovers less. Rebound turnover points or more. LSU on top.
Blanton steps to the line with 24 and now 25. The leading Tiger in terms of minutes played. How durable is this guy? He's always on the court and has been for 4 years.
Jackson has the most points in the Assembly Center at 48. There's a chance to break another record.
Tracy, up Bell. Up it goes. It won't fall. A long rebound to Taylor.
Check his wrist out. That was a long one.
Taylor blocked by Singleton cleanly. Jackson changes speed, crosses over, and they foul him.
All right. How many does he have now?
All right, Jackson with 46.
He's got 46. If he hits these two, he'll tie the most points ever in Pete Palace at 48. Elby himself.
All eyes on Chris Jackson. Wayne Sims has set down. Gert Hammock replaced him. Hammock played in the first half. You see him there, number 43, as Jackson takes it again. Scores again.
48.
Price from three. It won't fall. A put back will, however, by Ian Lockhart. The foul on Hammock. Count it. Gert, the freshman, commits the foul.
The Dutchman. Inside Lockhart. Look at him run down. Here he is, inside position. Take it up strong. He's got a phenomenal afternoon for Don DeVoe. Ian Lockhart. And the place he don't mind going. Nassau.
It's the free throw and the fouls on Tennessee and Bell. This is, of course, the highest point total produced by LSU against a conference rival this year. 111 registered against the Big Orange. As Greg Hill has a foul.
This is real figures put so much pressure They have 3 or 4 guys that can score and score in a hurry. So you know you're going to have a good offensive night to play with them. With the Pete Knee bend. Well, you did the Cajun name, Mouton, well. Now you're doing the Dutchman's name from the Netherlands. Putting you to work.
Yes. Polylingual, would you call it? Here is Gert from Didom, Netherlands.
Boy, you get down on the free throw.
That's how they shoot free throws there. Most of the time they go in. No ball, and it belongs to LSU. LSU's ball and LSU's game, Jordan.
Give it to Jackson, let him shoot, and then take him out.
LSU's next game against Kentucky is Platinum Stars. Tennessee next at home Wednesday against Ole Miss. Price beating Lockhart. Story. Thanks to the sports information directors here, Kent Lowe at LSU and David Grimm at Tennessee for their assistance this afternoon in the preparation of this broadcast.
So LSU puts the pressure on Vanderbilt and Florida. Alabama with the weekend off.
Ole Miss and Vanderbilt colliding this weekend. Florida and Kentucky, whenever you will see that game later today, and Auburn hosting Mississippi State.
There it is, 49.
This for 50. What a player. What a player. Half 100. Unbelievable. Tennessee scores 100. They'll lose, trailing by 16. Bell threw it away. Price could not save it with 36 seconds to go. And Don DeVoe did not like that. I've got a timeout to use. I'm going to take it. We'll talk about things right here.
This is one of those deals. Hey, this will put us 2 games back in the pack. We're playing again Wednesday. Focus in. Get ready.
The executive producer of SEC Basketball, Jimmy Rayburn. The producer of today's game, Roger Roebuck. Our director, Dave Burchett. Assistant director, David Corrigan. Network coordinator, Tony Johnson, Dana Lambert. The technical director, Ben Huddleston. Graphics by Gil Herron from Memphis. And you see the rest of a very fine crew.
Between Roger Roebuck, Dave Burchett, and Gil Herron, who ate the most crawfish and raw oysters last night?
You were in the crawfish up to your elbows when I arrived on the scene. Coach Roebuck, in from Charlotte, was right behind you.
We taught him how to peel that, Dad.
This crowd of better than 14,000 has seen a new individual scoring record here. 50 points by the freshman, Chris Jackson.
Maybe a star to be one day. Right there. Wednesday night, Kentucky comes into town. Always an interesting series when the Cats and the Tigers get together. Some classic matchups in years past.
Regardless of the records, Kentucky very capable of winning here. They have been up and down, yet when they play well, they're tough. They are tough. 37 ticks to the clock standing between Coach Dale Brown and his 314th LSU victory and his 15th against Don DeVoe.
And Don DeVoe will have to wait till Wednesday to try and get number 200 at Tennessee.
Dale Brown says, I don't have to do this anymore because of finances or because of ego or to prove myself. I do it now because I love it, and that makes it all the more enjoyable.
We went to the Final Four a few years ago, so the salary went up. That's it. So he doesn't need the money. He's happy already.
Yeah.
Mr. Jackson will take a curtain call.
Tracy made a bow.
Listen to the applause.
The ovation for Chris Jackson.
Chris Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jackson has just set a Pete Maravich Assembly Center scoring record with 50 points.
Price gets his three.
Where is he? There he is. That'll bring a smile out.
He's got one of the many children that Dale Brown loves to have around the program with his arms draped around it.
It came down to LSU, Mississippi State, and Alcorn State, and that hug says it all. He loves it in Tiger Town.
Dale Brown says he is as fine a person as he is a player.
And you hear that often, but about this fella, you can believe it. You can. And it doesn't hurt. But he can put the ball in the hole.
This to make it 120 to 103. Tracy, the sophomore, was 6 the season high.
When he plays so well against Georgetown on national TV, he's got a shot at being first-team All-American. A legit shot.
Price, no. That one hit the side of the backboard by Taylor. This is Travis Henry from three-point.
Downtown.
Langland with 10 seconds to go.
Uh-oh, he's got a shot a second. There it goes.
Left-hander hit.
Unbelievable. A shot a second.
122-106 as Dale Brown Tigers and Chris Jackson Tigers have beaten Tennessee. You've been watching Jefferson Pilot Teleproductions exclusive coverage of Southeastern Conference basketball, and this one today, Johnny Holmberg, belongs to LSU.
And Ashton Jackson. What a player. Dale Brown